Hey guys, welcome back to Chronicles of a Therapist. I'm Cassandra Shepherd, and welcome to my space. So, I've had so much time to think about so many different things, but something that I wanted to talk about because it's reoccurring in my life and clients and staff, just people that I keep running into is the idea of capacity. I'm learning. I'm a year older. Just had a birthday, but I'm learning that my capacity is way different than everybody else's. And I talked in previous episodes about job burnout and things like that. And ironically, then I had job burnout. So that's interesting. How do you have an episode about job burnout and then smack? So I was able to refer back to my episode. But anyway, so when I think about capacity, just by definition, I'm gonna read it because I'm a nerd. So by definition, which I'm sure everybody knows what capacity is, but when you read the definitions and stuff, it hit different. So the maximum amount that something can contain. And so when I think about the adult experience, raising kids, working, being an entrepreneur, having way too many jobs, just life, I think about capacity and how I'm learning my capacity and my expectations of it. The world's capacity is not the same. And I think that sometimes the biggest difficulty in our relationships, within our jobs, is the expectations that everybody else puts on you and you understanding, I can't do that. And on a lot of levels, I would say three, I'm gonna do three. The three spaces that people fail with being able to manage their own capacity is in their work life, in their home life, whether it's your spouse, your kids, and then if you are an entrepreneur, that as well. And so I'm just seeing things play out differently. And I think as you get older, you experience more and you see stuff more. And I just was talking to somebody earlier, and I was like, you know what? You sound like you need to get your nails done. And it sounds real stupid to those of you who aren't into nails and certain things, whether it's a haircut or a lineup or a massage, if whatever. Small things are have the ability to reset you. And so when you don't understand your own personal capacity, something as small as, my nail broke. And for me, if any of you guys do follow my Instagram, you know that that is a catastrophe. Like if my nail breaks on a Tuesday at 1, what? Because, sidebar, my nails always seem to break when I'm not doing the things where they should be broken. Like, I'm at the gym slinging weights. If my nail broke there, hey, I was slinging weights around. My bad. Nope, it's dumb stuff like I was washing clothes or washing dishes. Like, I didn't want to do that stuff. So that is why it's a catastrophe. Just, I'm going to help y'all out. Y'all men who got women who be freaking out about that because it's always an inconvenient house stuff. It ain't like, oh, I was playing with the kids and my nail broke. It's dumb stuff. I wasn't trying to mop. I'm only mopping because my kid decided to spill all the orange juice. And I know they cleaned it half-assed. So now I'm mopping, right? So all that to say, sorry for the tangent. The importance of understanding your container and your capacity, I think is a life skill that most of us have not kind of heeded to, because most of us in the adult life take on more than we can chew because I got it, I can do it. Okay, all right, yeah. And even as me with all four of my jobs, I can do that. One, because I live by a planner. I literally keep my planner when I'm in the work mode. Cause no, can't. Let's meet at. Nope. Hold on. Gotta look. Cause I might be somewhere else. So that's how I manage my capacity. But what happens when life is lifing, work is getting heavy, there's more deadlines? What happens when, maybe they're in y'all family dynamic, somebody loses a job. So now you got to work more. Okay. But guess what? School about to start. So we lost income, but y'all all need shoes and clothes and capacity. Those are things that are that's going to happen. Somebody gets sick, get hurt. Okay, now, whoop-de-doo, like my mom has a knee surgery coming up. That is going to completely ramshack my little planner. And I know it. I am preparing myself because I understand that that's going to be too much. But even in that, I know in this season what works for me. So for me personally, maybe it'll work for you, so I'm gonna share it. For me personally, I live by a planner, and the only reason why is because then I can block out cast time. Okay, this is my workout time. This is my I don't feel like it time. This is my I need to go hang out with my girl. Like sometimes people need visuals to manage their capacity, their workload, their life balance. There is no way to manage your capacity without a system. I've talked about, you know, CEOs and entrepreneurs getting up at 4 in the morning to start the day. You know why they do that? They do that so they can get their shit done. All the shit that need to be done before life starts, before your kids wake up, before you got to start with your job, before things are needed of you. It might suck. I haven't mastered the 4 a.m. I'll be honest. That's a struggle because I don't like getting up. But if I did get up, I could get up, I could work out, I could meal prep, I could right before everybody, you know what I mean? So I think it's important for us as humans, as adults in this wonderful adult experience to understand what your capacity is and the importance of being able to say, okay, I am overwhelmed. I've talked about how you know you're burnt out, how you know you're overwhelmed. Hey, I'm anxious. Hey, but the real test is you can learn all these skills, but what happens when you're in the thick of it? When you're in the thick of being job burnt out and your kid is sick and your grandmama got COVID and your car just randomly broke down and you guess what? You still got to go to work. Then what, right? And so I think the best thing to remind ourselves is what is your capacity and what does that look like? And all of us, like I said, everybody's capacity is different. And I think the biggest thing that I'm learning in this season of my life is that, okay, Cassandra, I can handle a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm not a superhuman. Although I believe that I am sometimes, but I have to be able to say, nope, nope, nope. I don't want to see the kids this weekend. I don't. And if you can't make that happen, guess what? I'm going to hang out with my friends. Bye. Goodbye. I can't. No. But I've learned if I don't have the willpower to say that, that means something else is going on. So I need to be able to verbalize my needs. So whoever, whether it's my boss, I told one of the jobs, I told her, yeah, I'm not doing no more work. It's the week of my birthday. I tried. I've been trying to be productive, but my hey, it's Leo season, my birthday, my switch flipped. I don't care about none of these jobs. Sorry. I did the most of that. I did enough so that I can get paid last week. Please don't expect me to do anything. You know what I mean? So for me, like I was talking to my mom the other day. She's like, I was just worried, my other friend. I'm just so worried that something was just wrong. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. When you're a person like me who holds everything in and you have your own way of doing things to everybody else, I think something's wrong. No, if I shut down and I'm not talking to people, I'm not engaging. I'm at my capacity. I have no more room for socializing with my friends. I don't want to check up on you. I'm holding on barely. I love you, but I don't really care. I don't want to know how your day is. I don't want to hear how your boyfriend's getting on your nerves. I don't care about what's going on with your kids. Maybe next week I will. Maybe. This week, no ma'am, no sir. And unfortunately, when we don't take care of it, that week, those 2 days become months or more. And so when your capacity and your shortness and your attitude and your irritation, that's another key when you have reached your capacity, your irritation level for real small stuff. You ever been driving? Now everybody has a level of road rage. I don't care who you are. You have a level of road rage. If I'm running late and everybody's driving stupid, you getting cussed out. But it's a consistent irritation like, the semi truck. Okay, the semi truck didn't cut you off. They're just doing what you're doing. They're literally just on the freeway driving. Like, they're not next to you. They're all the way up there, but you're just irritated. Like I had an instance where my bonus kids was just being really in real life being kids. Like the reality that they were being kids, doing kid stuff, playing, talking, singing. Why do little kids sing all the time? Sidebar. What is that about? Like maybe because I'm a church kid, and I think that's what it is. When you grow up in a as a church kid, you learn how to shut up. You learn how to sit and be quiet while they are preaching. Because if your mama hear you from the choir, from the pulpit, death, it's bad. So I feel like it's a skill set and a capacity that I was instilled as a kid that I just understand that if you didn't grow up in those spaces, I mean, PKs, church kids, musicians kids, you just know to shut up. You just, even if you kicking it in the pew, you learn, I'm gonna go ahead and pass this note real quick. I'm gonna toss this, but I'm gonna look, right? And so I realized, to go back to my story, I realized that a kid being a kid, singing Old MacDonald, why is that making you mad right now? Like, why? Like, they're 3. They just learned the song and they don't know that many songs. And I'd rather them sing Old MacDonald than Chris Brown. So like, be when that irritation, if you have an animal and your dog is just doing dog stuff, like, why are you scratching my floor? Well, because I'm a dog and I was outside, and you know what I mean? So that is a super key, that like your irritation about life stuff that has always happened. Your kids have always been singing loud in the car. Like, you're here in my ear. Well, yeah, that's what they do. Your dog is always barking when they hear the trash people come at 6 a.m. They've been doing that since you had them. You know what I mean? Cars are going to drive. Because guess what? Just like you driving, they driving, right? So I think when we are able to identify, why is my work phone ringing? Why is my work phone ringing? That's your work phone. They're supposed to call you. You know, like, and so like even in my newest position, dang, y'all want to, why everybody want to get, aren't you a mental health provider? Yes, they are reaching out to you for services because you're a mental health person. That's what they're supposed to do. Why? But when the light bulb was like, man, I've been and that irritation, like, there's a level, like, especially for me, when I'm irritated, I can usually calm myself down. I can put on some Lil Wayne. I can use my coping skills. I can, I can call my best friend and laugh. I can watch something on YouTube that's going to make me laugh or whatever. But when all that's not working, all your little coping strategies that usually get you right ain't working. Usually you are at your capacity. You have gone further than you need to. So now you need to take your reset. You need to figure out, you might need to take some vacation time. Yep, you might need. And guess what? I'm going to say this to y'all parents. You might need a vacation from your kids. I'm going to just go ahead and say that because I feel like some parents feel like that's a cardinal sin to not want to be around your kid, like to need a break from your kid. And it's not that you don't love your kid. It's, I don't want to take care of another human. That's really what it be. It don't be, y'all are, you know why y'all are getting on my nerves? Because I got to feed y'all. I got to make sure y'all get up and go to school. I got to go grocery shopping. If it's just me in the house, I ain't got to grocery shop. I will go DoorDash something. But now because it's you need snacks all day. What's for air. Go eat some ice. No? So I think it's important for you to understand you need a vacation from work. And I was on TikTok a couple months ago and they were talking about, everybody was telling the secrets, like if you're a work from home person, how you take quiet PTO. Like, I don't know why y'all was telling people, because now y'all work from home jobs, it's on y'all neck about clocking in. But take your time. And I'm going to go ahead and say, if you have sick time, you can take a mental health day. Okay. If you have a job and they give you sick time or PTO, especially if you have sick time, take a mental health day. And guess what? Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Take your mental health. You know what? I'm about to go see the new Wolverine Deadpool movie alone because I like superhero stuff. And everybody else is at work and I don't want to bring the kids. Y'all asking for pop. I just want to be in the superhero, right? Take your PTO. Take your PTO. And I'm not saying it like take your PTO and be like sneaky and doing stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing. But I'm saying if you need to take a sick day because I saw something that was like, what was it? It was what was it? They said it was sick of this day or something like that. But whatever it was, they phrased it STD or something. But basically, take your sick time. Like if you have the ability to take sick time and not lose no coins, do it. Even if that means maybe you need to get off a little bit earlier. Maybe you can't take a whole day. Maybe you got too many projects. Get off 2 hours early and go sit at the lake and drink your iced coffee in solitude just to reset. Like, it's important for you to know. And here is the other thing. If you don't know yourself, it's going to be very hard to even know your capacity. So you might want to start with writing down all of the things that you have to do and then looking at what is it that is imperative. Like, oh, rent's time. Got to pay rent, got to pay. Okay, but what financial things can you hold off on? Like, make your list and decide, okay, I'm trying to do this with the house. I got this person I got to take. Decide and be okay with saying no and setting boundaries. I think a lot of us adults don't know how to do that because we're being pulled by everybody and everything. And then you lose your capacity. And then that's when people have mental health breakdowns. So really what I'm trying to do is get you from losing it. Like, it's about to be school time again. All of this stuff is about to rev up again. So take care of your mental health. We want to avoid you from having a mental health breakdown, okay? Because when you have a mental health breakdown, it don't help. You can't go to work. If you've ever been to the brink, your productivity, trash. If you're in a customer service business, you're losing customers because you done cussed everybody out because you sick of their shit. I'm just saying, prevent yourself from having a mental health break. Learn what your capacity is and take some you time. There's nothing wrong with you taking you time. Parents, get a vacation from your kids. If you got loved ones, and even if you can't take a vacation where you like leave, go get a room. Go get a room for the weekend with you and your significant other. Spend some time, go on a date, and leave the kids. Okay, don't leave the kids at home, especially if they're not old enough. I think it's 12 and up. Don't leave your babies at home, okay, by themselves, even if you're sick of them. Because I don't want y'all saying, Cassandra said, leave my 3-year-old at home by themselves, because then DCFS is going to call. I'm just saying. But take a break from your life, from your kids. Some of y'all might need a break from y'all spouses. I'm not opposed to that. Like, there are people who feel like, oh, me and mine, we know when it's time. And it ain't even like, oh, we've been arguing. No, I just don't want to. Like, I just want to be like away from the idea of having to care about your feelings and what you got going on. And because being in a relationship is very, very difficult. So it's okay. Find ways to do it. Maybe you need to go work out. Go get a new gym buddy. Find a hobby. Go to a paint sip. I don't know. Find something for you, because all of us are different. You know, you might be an introvert. Your introvert might be, I want to stay at home and play my game and drink. You know what? Okay, I can go get lost. Bye. I'm going to go perfect. I'm going to go hang out with my girls. You can stay here and play your games and do all this stuff by yourself. So find ways to take you time. That's all I have. Hopefully it helps you. Hopefully, we're trying to prevent your mental health breakdown. We don't need that. We don't need that. So I would love for you guys to engage with me. I'm on Instagram at @cnshep_chronicles. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for listening. Catch you guys later.